So today is Tuesday, April 21st. It's around 12 noon Shanghai time. And I wanted to really quickly because I am lesson planning. I am taking over. It just is so awesome how things are, um, bit by bit working out. So I am taking over for a teacher who we share basically the same name. Hers starts with an M, mine starts with a T. How cool is that? But it has been work. And so, needless to say, I have, you know, lot of things just been really going. Okay, so up to date. I am going to try to catch you up to date in literally, hopefully, 8 minutes, 10 minutes or less. Okay. Um, Contract signed. Uh, EF is really great. I already absolutely adore my recruiter. But contract was taken care of. Got questions answered to my satisfaction. Was just very grateful for how things moved forward. Uh, in addition to that, I did go through some stress in that I had to open up a checking account. I had to open up basically a bank account. And that was a 2 day process. It didn't happen in like 1 day or 1 hour. It actually happened in a longer period of time. And it took one of my teachers from my center and then a fellow teacher going back with me the next day because remember how I said everything? Here is the phone, right? So, oh, I have WeChat notifications. Everything is on WeChat, and I mean everything. WeChat is life. And so here in China. Um, and so, like, even though you set up the checking account in at your bank, right? You still have to hook everything up into Alipay and WeChat. And so that was not a 1 day process, it was a 2 day process. Can you tell I'm working with kids now because you see more of my hands, right? Um, so I am so grateful for my teacher, Dino. She went with me and just was amazing. And for Linda, who is one of my fellow teachers here. Just, I, you know, I'm just really grateful because I could not do any of this without the people that I feel are being placed into my life. And I'm just, really, really, really grateful for that. Um, So got the checking account opened. That was a 2 day process. Got the At the same time that same day, I had purposed in my mind. I was like, my phone isn't working, my SIM card isn't. All these things were just not going through, and so I went with on the way to the bank. And she said, "Oh, hey, there's a Chinacom telecom SIM card place, basically a cell phone place." So I went and I purchased a new cell phone that is basically all in Chinese, but it's forcing me to learn Chinese more quickly. And in addition, it is Android. So this is the phone. It is an Android phone. Because I love Android, Mac for computer, but it is an Android phone. And learning how to work things without Google on Android. That's a whole nother video that I'm going to have to cover. Uh, and the non-use of you know VP, right? And so those are things that just learning the process of basically what to do. Um, Contract phone. Do not have the apartment yet. My time here is up as of May 1st in this wonderful hotel. My gosh, this hotel is absolutely fabulous. I mean, they are really, really great. Um, and if I could stay here and live here, I would do that because it's convenient. It backs right up to a mall. There's a grocery store downstairs. It's literally perfect. But I it's EF was taking care of our bill up until May 1st, and so I've got to figure out something to do. And it's somewhat challenging because we don't have our passports. We had to turn on our passports to EF for our residency processing, and so they also have my SALTA. Um, so I have to go back and get my. We'll be able to take care of all those things hopefully within the next I think week or two. So that's the update at this juncture. Yeah, it has been stressful. Yes, I have cried because, that's just me and I'm being completely tired. This is for you. These are your videos for you. And if it happens that, other people see it, they'll learn. You're transparent for the most part. Um, but you cried because, it wasn't, it's not the whole missing the NA. It's not missing North America or Canada or, Mexico or, even the States. You cried because you were stressed and you had a lot of crap that you had to get done. And, like literally you got the phone, and the phone, because it's not Google based, right? You had to learn all these different workarounds for all these different apps that are needed. And plus, it was in Chinese, even though they changed it a little bit, but it didn't change all of the workings. So you literally got the phone at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you didn't go to bed until like 1 a.m. that next morning, just trying to get the phone working within working order, and getting WeChat, and getting things hooked up. Um, and in addition to that, you have lesson planning. And so you've done lesson planning before, obviously, being a Salter holder and being a teacher and a trainer as long as you have been. But lesson planning for every organization is different, for every classroom is different, for every school is different. And so I had to learn the EF way of doing lesson planning and the time frame for submitting that. And so, finding out where the materials are online. And remember, we're teaching online right now. We're not teaching in the classroom. So there aren't physical books that you have, even though your students have the physical books, right? You are doing everything online. So it's getting reacclimated to that type of environment, which is fabulous and wonderful. I mean, EF is so advanced. My goodness, they are so just advanced in so many ways. Yes, they're a huge organization, they're a huge company, but they are really, really, really just top notch with their materials, with just everything. And one of these days, I'll do a video on that as well. But so far, that's a stressful process. Taking over someone's classes, their schedule is not easy, and it can be stressful. But with the stress and teaching your first classes, co-teaching your first classes can be stressful. And as they were, like my days that I had off, I did not go anywhere. I didn't really have them off. I did lesson plans, and dug into the material. Um, I know other people probably would think I'm nuts that I did not take the time off, but my students come first. And, you know, the Chinese people so far have been so very kind to me. So I owe it to them. And, really EF for me to, if I have to use some hours, that I would normally have off to get things done, then Tara, that's just your work ethic and that's just how you've always been. Um, and the awesome thing is you co-taught your first two classes with Mara, and she's fabulous. I mean, my goodness, really, truly, truly a true educator. You've learned so much from fellow teachers viewing them online. Um, And she said you did a great job. You did fine. Um, but you know how you are. And I like literally I had a list of things that I've I just got to get better and have to work on. So I am trying to be patient with myself. I just feel like I should be, you know, so much better right now. But I also have to remember that I haven't taught this material before. And it does take legwork for you to be able to teach it, because you have to, even though the material is very much online, it moves from different areas. It pulls from different. It might be in the same unit, but there are different lessons that it pulls from. So you're not always in one area. You're pulling from different areas, which any good curriculum will do. Um, so those are the updates. So what is left to get your CELTA and your passport back so that you can officially get an apartment, find a place that is affordable. Um, you are a teacher, other people have, all of your colleagues for the most part have found apartments. Um, you have not, because you just haven't. You have had a lot of things that have been going on, and so hopefully you will be able to find a place that's close to your job. And really, really what I want is a place like this where it's convenient, where I literally just walk downstairs and there's a grocery store there, that there's a pharmacy there, there's a bakery, there's no joke, there's a McDonald's downstairs, there are shops, it's right on a mall, which is right next to a train station. Um, to have a bathroom that actually has a tub, and not just a shower, but that is beautiful, and that it's more up to date. So, and where I'm not paying, six, seven, $800 US dollars um, per month, because my colleagues have found that. So, but I haven't really started looking. So I think hopefully, once I do this transition. Probably tomorrow, I'll probably start looking at some point. So, or at least starting that process, reaching out to people and stuff like that. So, other than that, that is the update. So, have to find an apartment, have to close out here at the Holiday Inn Express in Shanghai in Puto. Have to transition with Mara's classes and her students technically, um, who are fabulous. I mean, they're just adorable. My gosh. Yes, I still, want to teach adults. Yes, I miss teaching adults, but I got to tell you, they are so cute. They're just smart. Oh my gosh, just brilliant. Um, just smart. Um, and have had wonderful mentors: Peter, Fiona, Simon, who is a fellow teacher, Mara, who is a fellow teacher, Dina, who's a fellow teacher, um, you know wonderful Lance, who's a fellow teacher. um, just really, really grateful. So that's about it. So, all right, it's coming up on 14, 15 minutes. So, I'm about to wrap this up. But um, I have not done a video every week. It's just probably not going to happen. But I will try to keep up to date and post as often as I can. And to most importantly, start to speak in Chinese, because that's my next task. Once I get settled, I want to get settled. I want to get my own place, um, and get into a routine, and comfortable. And then hopefully get a puppy and a kitten. So, um, That's pretty much it. All right, almost at 15 minutes. And plus, I got to jump because I am co teaching, I'm co facilitating again today. So that's pretty much it. Um, Let me think. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Bye.